Good day, everyone. Good day, ma'am. I'm Elaiza Taculod from BS Section B, and right now I'm going to report the Chapter 8 entitled Laws Regulating Accommodation Establishments. Hotel nowadays simulate the ambience of home away from home. Thus, it should be clean, comfortable, functional, and safe. We have here the learning objectives. First is to identify the laws affecting the accommodation sector, identify the rights of hotel guests, explain how quality and safety standards are maintained by hotels and similar establishments by meeting minimum requirements of the law. The Philippine Medium-Term Development Plan 2001-04 identifies the tourism sector as one of the banner industries that will pole vault the economy. The results of the study on the effects of the competitiveness of the Philippine tourism revealed that the Philippine tourism industry needs to improve its competitiveness to catch up with its neighboring countries. Tourism competitiveness is defined as the ability of a destination to deliver goods and services that perform better than other destinations on those aspects of the tourism experience considered to be important by tourists. In assessing the state of competitiveness of Philippine tourism vis-a-vis its major ASEAN neighbors, the study utilized the results of the rankings made by the World Travel and Tours Council (WTTC) on the basis of 8 criteria: price, competitiveness, human tourism, infrastructure, environment, technology, openness, and social and human resources. Of the 8 criteria, the Philippines only got the highest rank in human resources development, which indicates the high quality of its human resources, second in terms of price competitiveness, and third in infrastructure. The price competitiveness criteria uses data of cost of travel, accommodation, goods and services exchange rate, and purchasing power parity. The infrastructure criterion refers to the accessibility and availability of roads, railways, and sanitation facilities. This shows that aside from the 8 criteria, there are other factors which tourists consider in deciding to visit a country, such as the known and perceived peace and order situation in the country of destination. Improving the industry's competitiveness, therefore, also depends on ensuring the tourist's personal security. There is a clear indication of the steadily increasing number of tourist arrivals in the Philippines. That is why the Department of Tourism reiterated the need of construct 20,000 more hotel rooms to accommodate the target 5 million tourists by 2010. There has been a marked increased average hotel room occupancies, particularly in Metro Manila deluxe hotels between 2003 and 2007, as reported by the Department of Tourism. This confirms the major role accommodation establishments play in boosting the tourism industry, and this chapter will deal with the different laws regulating different accommodation establishments, basic provisions of the National Building Code of the Philippines, and its supporting laws, including rules on security and registration of guests and occupants, have also been incorporated in this chapter. Discussion of the law hotel. Hotels are hereby classified into the following categories, namely deluxe class, previously known as a 5-star category; first class, previously known as a 4-star category; standard class, previously known as 3-star category; economy class, previously known as a 2-star category. Classification of hotels is based on a number of criteria, such as location, bedroom facilities and furnishing, with emphasis on dimensions, front office reception service, housekeeping standards, food and beverage service, and recreational facilities, swimming pool, golf, squash, and gym facilities, engineering and maintenance, service and staff, general facilities such as roof gardens, spacious common terrace, parking space, and valet service, conference room, banquet hall, barber shop, DOT accredited travel agency, beauty parlor, sundry shop, security, and medical clinic. Special facilities such as limousine service, business center, and airport transfers. Examples of deluxe hotels are the Peninsula Hotel in Makati City, Hyatt Hotel and Casino in Manila, and the Bellevue Hotel in Muntinlupa City. Example of first-class hotels: Bayview Park Hotel in Manila, Linden Suites Hotel in Pasig City, and Waterfront Hotel and Casino in Cebu City. Examples of standard hotels are Days Inn Hotel in Batangas City, Palm Plaza Hotel in Manila, and Grand Mincing Hotel in Davao City. Examples of economy class hotels are Hotels Las Palmas in Manila, City Savers Hotel in Quezon City, and Orchid Garden Suites in Pasay City. Moving forward, we have here the resort. So resorts may be categorized as beach resort located along the seashore, inland resort located within the town proper or city, island resort located in natural or man-made islands within the internal waters of the Philippine archipelago, lakeside or riverside resort located along or near the bank of a lake or river, and mountain resort located at or near a mountain of hill and theme parks. Resorts shall be classified as follows: Class AAA, Class AA, and Class A, and the last is the Special Interest Resort. We have here the classification of resorts is based on location and environment, parking, facilities and room accommodation, public washrooms, sport and recreational facilities, conference, convention facilities, employee facilities, lounge and reception counter, and lighting, furnishing, or ventilation. Okay, so we have here some examples of a beach resort are Boracay Regency Resort in Aklan, Hilton Cebu in Mactan Island, and Dos Palmas Resort in Palawan. Examples of inland resorts are Quan's Worth Farm Resort in Quezon, Rax, Raxos, 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 Raxos Wildlife Resort in Iloilo, and Siwi Spring and Resort in Albay. Examples of island resorts are Verde Island Resort in Batangas, Cocobana Resort in Malapascua Island in Cebu, and El Nido Minilok Island Resort in Palawan. Examples of lakeside or riverside resorts are Lake Caliraya Resort, Hotel de Corona de Pagsanjan, and Villa Escudero Plantations and Resort, all in Laguna. Examples of mountain resorts are Camp John Hay in Baguio City, Banawi International Hotel in Ifugao, and Taal Vista Hotel in Tagaytay City. Examples of special interest resorts are Plantation Bay Resort in Mactan Islands, Pearl Farm in Samal Islands, and Kamsur Water Sports Complex and Hotel in Camarines Sur. Management shall post sufficient and visible signs in strategic areas in the resort or at the beach to warn guests, customers of the presence of artificial or natural hazard, danger, or occurrences thereat. Prohibited acts and practices. Resort owners shall prohibit ambulant vendors from peddling their wares within the resort premises in order to provide their guests a certain degree of privacy to enable them to relax and enjoy their stay thereat. Littering in resort shall be strictly prohibited. Resort owners shall keep their premises clean and shall adopt their own anti-littering measures without prejudice to existing ones. No resort shall be established or constructed within a radius of 5 kilometers from any pollution-causing factory or plant. Next, as we have here the motorist hotel or motel. Aside from complying with the minimum requirements for the establishment, operation, and maintenance of a motel, all motels are required to keep a motel registry book stating the following particulars: full name, address, number, date, and places of issue of residence certificate class A or driver license or passport. In addition, the motel management is required to maintain a separate logbook of the plate number of the vehicles or cars used for customers or guests coming into or leaving the motels. On the departure of the guest, the motel clerk shall record in a registry book the date and the hour of their departure. So no motel shall accept for lodging or accommodation any person below 18 years of age unless accompanied by parent or guardian. Example of motels are Wise Hotel, Sugo Hotel, and Victoria Court. Examples of an apartel or service apartment are Ascot Hotel, Century Citadel Inn, and Makati Executive Palace, all in Makati City. Examples of a pension house are Malati Pension and Pension, Natividad Boat, and Manila. Moving forward, we have here the accreditation of accommodation establishment by the Department of Tourism. Accreditation by the Department of Tourism, although not mandatory in nature, increases the marketability of an accommodation establishment. Any person, partnership, corporation, or other entity desiring to secure an accreditation from the Department of Tourism shall accomplish in duplicate and file with the department and the application prescribed for such purpose. So the application shall be accompanied by 2 copies of the following documents. In case of corporation or partnership, a certified true copy of the articles of incorporation, its bylaws, or articles of partnerships and amendments thereof, duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, and business name certificate in case of single proprietorship, business name certificate, and amendments thereof, if any applicant's latest income tax return and audited financial statements for the preceding years of its operation not applicable for new establishments, list of the names of all officials and of employees and their respective designation, nationalities, home address for alien personal valid visa from the Bureau of Immigration, and the appropriate permit from the Department of Labor and Employment. Mayor's permit and all municipal license, such other papers or documents as may be required from time to time by the department. Next, as we have here the validity of Certificate of Accreditation. The Certificate of Accreditation shall be valid for a period of 1 year from the date of issue unless sooner revoked by the Department. Grounds for cancellation of accreditation. Any of the following acts, omissions, or offense shall constitute sufficient grounds for the cancellation of accreditation: making any false declaration or statement, or making use of any such declaration or statement containing the same, or committing fraud or any act of misrepresentation for the purpose of obtaining the issuance of accreditation; failure to comply with or contravene any of the conditions set forth in the certificate of accreditation; failure to meet the standards and requirements for the operation of the establishment, and allowing or permitting the establishment of its facilities to be used for illegal, immoral, or illicit activities; violation of or non-compliance with any of the provisions of the rules, promulgated orders, decisions, and circulars issued by the department and other concerned agencies. Rules and regulations to govern the accreditation of hotels, tourist inns, apartments, resorts, pension houses, and other accommodation establishments by the Department of Tourism DOT, August 26, 1992. This involves the minimum requirements for the operation, establishment, and maintenance of accommodation establishments in order to be accredited by the Department of Tourism. Accreditation by the Department of Tourism, although not mandatory in nature, increases the marketability of a tourism establishment. The law to enhance mobility of disabled persons and its implementing rules and regulations. Under the law, no license or permit for the construction, repair, or renovation of public and private buildings for public use shall be granted or issued unless the owner or operator thereof shall install and incorporate in such building or establishment such architectural facilities or structural features as shall reasonably enhance the mobility of disabled persons, such as sidewalks, ramps, railings, and the like. In case of the parking place of such building or establishments, the owner or operator shall reserve sufficient and suitable space for the use of the disabled persons. And lastly, we have here the security and safety. DOT Memorandum Circular Number 2006, Online Series of 2006, August 23, 2006, constitute the adoption of safety and security measures in hotels, resorts, and other similar accommodation establishments, and this is in line with the Department Trust of ensuring the safe, convenient, and enjoyable stay and travel of both local and foreign tourists as mandated by Executive Order 120. Accordingly, failure to comply with such memorandum circular shall be a ground for the review of the accreditation of the accommodation establishment concerned. The following constitute guidelines on safety and security measures. Guest visitors and joiners shall be registered. Efficient recording of information on vehicles, make model, color, plate number, and name for taxi cabs. Efficient ID system for our personnel shall be established. Proper selection of manpower and security personnel shall be conducted. Crisis management team whose members have continuous training on hotel security and emergency response, both on man-made and natural disasters, shall be organized. Security spotters shall be provided to monitor the movement and other activities of guest visitors, hotel staff, and loiterers. All public areas of the establishment shall be provided with an electronic surveillance system fully equipped with modern and high-resolution imaging CCTV gadgets manned by a security officer. Electronic access control device shall be provided in the elevator for high-rise hotels and other similar accommodations of establishments. Hotel managers and or security officers shall undergo annual training program on security and emergency procedures in the coordination with the Association of Hotel Security Officers of the Philippines Incorporation ASUP or any concerned government agency and linkages with local PNP commands, hospitals, and other concerned agencies shall be institutionalized to respond to emergency situations. And that's the end of my report in this chapter. Thank you and have a good day.